The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. A first down carry for Henry. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. Tannehill to his top target, Brown, for a Tennessee first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he gets it down to the 32.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well. They'll run on first down. Henry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Anthony Ferkser there to make the grab. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Flush to his right. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense It's looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount, here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? 13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. There's Garoppolo to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. To the right side, this is Sermon. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Trent Sherfield. 56 yards. And the 49ers are back within a score. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive.
Let's go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Tannehill on third down, rolling to his right. The pass pulled in by Jones. What a catch. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Here's Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. And that is incomplete.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Open man is Cameron Batson. Well, a heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. They snap it to Tannehill. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And he is across midfield from one 49 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. So a failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
On second down, it's Sermon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Lance throwing the out route and complete. It's Mitchell. And he is going to have a Niners first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Sermon now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 61 yards. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Gold to add the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll start with a give to Henry. And some room to roam now. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 56 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw here complete to Batson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. On the run, it's McNichols. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Derrick Henry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Tannehill. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked by Marcel Harris. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Attack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Hilliard will elect to not return it. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Again, it's Henry. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The decision to scramble almost got him the first, just short, 9 yards, and it brings up 4th and inches. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done. And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did. Man open, here is Jones. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Now it's McNichols. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Titans have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. They'll try and run it in, but he is not going to make it.
It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Lance, a give now to Sherman. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Sermon. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage. One can be deep and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. This to the outside, it's Sermon. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
94 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Throwing, Tannehill. Caught on the right side by Jones. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. That goes for a gain of 31. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Here's Tannehill.
watching this one right here who gave up, because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Play clock down to 0. Now, this is not the way to start a drive. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans have just a